one of the most famous places in the American Southwest. Patches of red stone and the prominent mountain peaks create the untouched beauty of Monument Valley. Bandamon Valley. It's one of the most recognizable landscapes in the United States in the horse. It's one of the most powerful symbols of this land. This vast desert area covers 92,000 acres of land, spread across Utah and Arizona. When you first drive in Monument Valley and see the sharp peaks and prehistoric structures, you almost feel like you're entering a different world in the desert essay of Utah, where ancient shapes, they tell stories about the Earth's past. A spectacular discovery has attracted the attention of archaeologists and geology. Let's imagine the discovery of a giant quarry buried deep under centuries of sediment, with secrets waiting to be revealed. This is not a regular quarry. It's a prehistoric wonder lasting from the period before humans appeared on the ground. What treasures can be hidden in it? It offers a rare view of an era that has been forgotten. Let's explore a strange discovery without a pre-cataclysmic quarry in Utah, a discovery that has surprised the world. Monument Valley, a symbol of the American West. It is in the territory of the Navajo tribe, the border between Arizona and Utah. This valley is famous for its stone towers, plaster towering about 120 to 300 meters above ground. These beautiful shapes. It's been formed by natural factors for thousands of years, along with the surrounding highlands and desert landscapes. Monument Valley. It is considered one of the most spectacular on Earth. So how that these marvelous stone towers were formed, similar to Achilles National Park in Canyons. Monument Valley. It's also a testament to the power of erosion through time, but it's striking with its unique shapes, like nowhere else in the world. Over millions of years, layers of sediment have accumulated and hardened as the land gradually rises to wind and water have worn away the softer soil to reveal the striking characteristics that we see today. The highlands, these stone towers and structures slowly growing over time, is long-term evidence for the natural processes. Monument Valley is the only one, even though it works like a national park. But in fact, this is part of a vast territory, 71,000 square kilometers in the Four Corner area, with over 91,000 acres of land, creating Monument Valley Park. Bigger than Achilles National Park. This iconic landscape, famous all over the world. It's been shown in countless movies. Let's start with the legendary movie, John Wayne's State Code in 1939. At the center of the park, visitors can explore exhibits about history and art Navajo. Visitors can also enjoy a self-guided sightseeing trip with an overarching view of structures. The park's famous rock, for those who want to go deeper. The tour guide provide more information about and history, culture of the region. Monument Valley has a desert climate with cold winters and hot summers. However, thanks to the high temperature of the valley, on average, there are 54 days of temperatures, although temperatures rarely exceed 38 degrees Celsius in the summer. At night, the temperature plummets after the sun goes down, provides a pleasant rest from the heat of the day. Cold winter, but daytime temperatures often remain above temperatures below minus 18 degrees Celsius rarely occur, although it can happen on rare occasions. Snow falling winter is small and usually mild. It melts in a few days. North of Monument Valley, there's an interesting place to challenge the explanations of nature. Rectangles of stones and cubes appear. They all have 90-degree angles and the sharp, straight lines. It's as if we've been cut by machines. The surface of these rocks is remarkably smooth, shows accuracy that we usually only see from mechanical cutting. Recently, independent researchers were fascinated by the site, fascinated by its perfect geometry. They compared the arrangement of these stones with Lego pieces, giant, and noticed the strange gaps where the rocks seem to be missing. Why is that so accurate? It can happen again in nature. These cliffs and blocks are made of SA stone. It's a sedimentary rock, usually formed from small mineral grains and rock debris. But it doesn't naturally produce such sharp edges. Some of these stones are almost perfect cubes. Each side is nearly 6.4 meters long and weighs about 670 giant rectangular blocks that can weigh up to 900 tons. A large part of this area seems to have been pre-cut. With the stones separated, it seems to be ready to be lifted. Could this be evidence of an ancient civilization? With advanced quarrying techniques in this area, there are ancient carvings, likely created by the Davises. These carvings depict human-like shapes, attached with spiral textures. In the culture of Navajo, the spiral represents time. They believe it's a cycle. It's not linear. Navajoans consider this area, like many other places in the area, including the entire Monument Valley, is sacred. They believe that these shapes made by sacred creatures, according to their tradition. The SA jellies and highlands in Monument Valley, it's a ruin of the ancient creatures that used to walk the earth. These creatures have been destroyed for their actions according to the will of the gods, leaving the SA jellies and highlands as defenders of the land. It's a reminder of the past when looking at sharp edges and the smooth surface of these giant rocks. You can think of these giant stones found all over the world, such as at Babek in Lebanon. Babek is home to some incredible architectural from ancient times. Some of them have challenges. A chain of 3 giant stones forms the foundation of the Temple of Jupiter. Each stone is estimated to weigh about 800 feet. The true age of this giant megalith platform is still unknown, but many experts believe that it's probably been around for at least 9,000 years. Ancient ruins. This ancient site continues to attract historians and visitors. Of its enormous scale and incredible engineering. To make it, there's an even bigger rock nearby. It's called the Pregnant Woman's Stone. It's located in a nearby quarry. This giant rock is estimated to weigh about 1,000 Many tons. People believe that there's only one ancient with advanced technology or architecture. You can do this feat. It's more remarkable, even with modern machinery. The lifting of these giant stones would be a batch. It's also impossible. Let's not talk about putting them on top of each other, although it's clear that BA batch stones are handmade. But the origin of the Navajo rocks is still obscure. It's still possible that these stones are natural, although nature rarely creates SA jelly into these exact blocks. The natural processes. It's sometimes possible to create building blocks, especially along natural cracks, as circuits or planes. As we explore the wonders of our planet, we find many geographic wonders. It's shaped like it was made by humans, showing perfect geometric precision. One example is on the other side of the Atlantic Ocean in California. Devil's Postpile National Park. To display a similar natural wonder, the stone pillars soars here, forming a symmetrical structure. It's like an organ. These stones are made as the lava cools and shrinks, leading to the formation of the near-perfect uniformity of these pillars, with some stone columns over 18 meters. It's a powerful reminder high about the precision geometry of nature. White water flows through them. It creates an impressive contrast. It's inspiring for human creativity. From its geometry, these basalt columns were formed when the lava cools and gradually splits into 6-dimensional shapes. In island serapos or den falls. It's another example of natural architectural surrounded by dark basalt columns. In the Czech Republic, after Skalo, or the Stones of God, another interesting geological structure. They're often called pipes. This site consists of a group of basalt columns. It's like the tubes of a big orchestra. These shapes stand out in diverse and extraordinary ways. That's the forces of nature. Landscape shaping. But what's interesting is that there's no other structure comparable to natural stone blocks. It's found in the land of the Navajo, where the precision of the blocks seems to be so perfect, to be the result of nature. These special structures invite us to ask questions about the origin of nature, of these exact shapes, and it encourages us to think of forces and conditions it may have led to their formation. Monument Valley bring to these spectacular views and geological wonders. This valley offers many stunning views, where visitors can enjoy the majestic scenery of this place. One of the most important is the lives. Bittenwood and Bitten East. It's often called simply the Glove, these giant structures. It is located in the northeastern part of Navajo County, Arizona. They look like giant gloves when viewed from the south, with your thumb turned inwards. Mitten West is on the border between Arizona and Utah. About 1 kilometer, 1.88 meters high. It's just a little lower than Mitten East at 189 meters. Both of these hills, along with Merrick's Hill, are about a kilometer to the south, and Centino Mesa in the northwest, forming a triangle in the valley. It's a unique phenomenon called glove ball. Occurs at the end of BA and mid-September. At sunset, when the shadow of the West Midland is projected over the East geologically speaking. These hills are made up of 3 main layers oak and rock limestone at the bottom, Delhi sandstone in the middle, and Cinnarum pebbles at the top. Merrick Hill, another prominent feature in Monument Valley, have a similar geological history. It's also part of the Navajo Tribal Park. Monument Valley. Merrick Hill is named after Jack Merrick, a silver miner who was killed by natives in 1880. This hill contributes to the iconic landscape, attracting visitors from all over the world. View from Hans Mesa. It is one of the most impressive places in Monument Valley. Can only approach Hans Mesa. Guided tours are allowed, and it's about Hans Mesa. Requires a 2-hour journey through rugged terrain. The terrain here is difficult, so the best is to guide car deal with the VA touch instead of the risk of damaging your car. Climbing Hans Mesa is a real adventure, but the rewards are priceless. Because the top of this mountain offers a great, beautiful panoramic about Monument Valley. Special if you had the chance to see the dawn or the sunset. To experience this, you need to arrange an overnight camping trip with a local guidance service. The Tor Temple is another prominent rock peak in Monument Valley. This is a hill that's been shaped over time by the wolves. It's attracted widespread attention when he was first climbed on the 11th day to the 13th of June 1957 by a team of Bean Führer Jerry Way MacPower Doan Quisson. The path they explored was measured as a 5-year level. In 1979, there was a new route called Never has been set up on Totem Pole. Toronto has also become a popular filming location. For example, for the suspense movie The Anger Stinson, 1907-5, directed by Clean Edwards. Phil Edwards is known for his practical approach. Was determined to do all the action in the climbing segments of the movie. Donegan is an author. Emphasized the way Ingersoll monitors the removal of all latches that the previous climbers left behind to secure filming at Monument Valley. A strange and mysterious was recently done in the Utah Desert Essay, a giant quarry with almost perfect geometry. This has led many experts to believe it could rewrite the history of human civilization. This giant quarry seems to be man-made, covering a wide area, and it has extremely precise lines and angles. It's like being too perfect. That can only be created by natural processes. Some people now think that the true story of Monument Valley, it's not just the rocks that we saw. It's this ancient quarry in Utah, a discovery that changed everything. Geologists are now confused because this structure challenges their understanding about the geological history of this area. Some experts even has hypothesized that this could be evidence of an ancient civilization with advanced knowledge of architecture and construction, far beyond anything we've ever known. This quarry is located in a remote area. There's no sign of modern excavation or technology that even the most experienced researchers you also have to scratch your head. I wonder if this is proof of a civilization long lost or just an extraordinary natural structure. Looks too accurate to be true. What secrets could this ancient quarry be hiding? This idea reflects the myths about flooding. It's found in many civilizations, like the Epic of Gilgamesh in Mesopotamia, the story of Noah's Ark in the Bible, and legends from ancient Greece and China, and the indigenous cultures of Australia. Myths about this flood often carry the theme of purification, regeneration, and the nature of the cycle of life. They reflect the efforts of ancient civilization in the interpretation of catastrophic events and the natural world through stories and legends. In these legends, both humans and sacred creatures, all through a great flood, survive to find a new land or a recreated world. These stories reflect the theme of and the ability to adapt to adversity. Some scholars have speculated these flood myths can be traced back to the collective memory of things, actual case, such as the end of the last ice age, when the sea level rises and the great floods that changed the coastline and river valleys around the globe. This theory suggests many of the myths about floods are rooted in distant of the ancient peoples, those who have witnessed or be affected by major geological changes.